Florida Blue believes in being a great community partner in our education space. It is so important for our community to have the best resources in education, empower our teachers to be able to do their best in the classroom, and support our system as best as possible. The Eddies and JPEF is an amazing example of that work in our community. You're also preparing the community for the next generation. What are our next business leaders going to look like, lead like? How are they going to help our community? How are they going to show up for each other as neighbors in residential areas as well as business? We want to make sure that we're building a solid generation to come next so that those students can turn into productive and helpful citizens.
Do I have any volunteers that want to read?
How do you pronounce that name?
Chantel Comardell.
Chantel Carmidel. She spent her early years on the island.
What gets me excited about teaching is seeing how my students grow over the course of the year. The reality of it is that I don't expect my children to walk in at 100%, but what excites me is seeing the growth that they're able to make over the course of the year, whether it be through their articulation, whether it be through their writing skills. I'm proud to see them transform. I'm proud to see who they become as students later years along the line and how they will reach out and thank me and they remember all those activities that we've done.
On the front, go ahead and label it TSA, the lay of the land, for paragraphs 1 through 2.
What led me to teaching is first serving in my community as a City Year AmeriCorps member. And so for me, it was beyond just working with students as a student success coach. It was learning truly what the deficits were in my community and how I could be the best teacher and version of myself as a citizen here in this Jacksonville community. I'm a product of Duval County Public Schools, and my background is very different than the children that I served in that capacity, as well as my current role, and I'm just pleased to be able to do the work that I do.
A place where fishermen search for crabs. Farms have...
I think Ms. Clark is a really good role model because of how she treats her kids. She always takes her time on each kid, makes sure they understand the lesson.
Most people find reading boring, but when you're with Ms. Clark, it's different. You'll love to read, and then sometimes you might get on a word and it's a little tricky and she'll help you out. But basically, when it comes to other boring stuff, Ms. Clark makes the boring stuff not boring.
Want another way of life. They grew up here.
Advocating for those underserved children in this community is where my heart pours out. And every single year, I come to this realization that I love what I do. I'm blessed to be able to call myself a teacher and do this job. I couldn't be happier to be where I am. These children need more than just a teacher. They need someone that is willing to give 100% of themselves because that's exactly what they deserve.